everyone, welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie and today we are going to be talking about upcoming crochet alongs or mystery alongs patterns that have recently been released that you may not know about, or they're coming and I want to make sure that you do know about them. I know that a lot of my subscribers aren't actually part of Facebook or Instagram, so you may not run in the circles of promotion that these designers run in, but I want to make sure that everyone is aware that these projects are going on or coming soon. So what I'm going to do is I will go through all of these projects with you here on screen, but down in the description box I will put a link to a blog post that will contain all of the information that I've spoken about here. It will have links to the websites, the Facebook groups, the Ravelry pages where you can find the patterns, all of that good stuff. And I have to put it into a blog post because I only get so many characters in my description box, and I want you guys to have all of the information. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Now our first project is really exciting, and the reason why, you guys probably won't recognize this name. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but I will put it down on the bottom of the screen for you. She is the woman who extended the Mandala Madness pattern. The Mandala Madness, as Helen Shrimpton designed it, was a circle and she turned it into a square. She made this lovely massive creation that lots of people fell in love with, and she has designed her own crochet along called Something Magic. And whenever you look at this pattern, you can tell that she's friends with Helen. You can tell that she's learned so much from working on Helen's patterns because their designs are very similar, but she still has a unique way of her own. And this just looks like it's going to be so much fun. It started a couple weeks ago. I believe it started on July 23rd. There are 11 weeks. It is a free pattern. It is being hosted in the Crochet Along Facebook group. It requires, they said, 5,577 yards of yarn. So if you're using Stylecraft, there's 323 balls, or 323 yards in each ball of Stylecraft. So that means that you're going to need about 17 balls of yarn to finish this project. I don't know currently if there are any kits for it, which I know that is very popular and a lot of you like, but I am not certain if there are kits on sale for this project or not. There are video tutorials for this, but they are only partial video tutorials and they're not done by the designer herself. What she does is the special stitches that she uses in her pattern, she links out for those special stitches to YouTube where you can watch and learn how to work yourself through those special stitches. Don't be intimidated by the look of this project. Don't think that you cannot do it. There's lots of help. The people in the Crochet Along group are working through this. You can always ask questions there. You have the video tutorials for the stitches. Just give it a shot. You never know what might happen. So for our next project, we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. This isn't just a crochet along, this is also a read along. It's called The History of Trees, and the pattern was created, and the concept was created by a woman named Christina, and her website is called A Spoonful of Yarn. The hosting group for it is the Spoonful of Yarnies group, which is her group. It starts on August 13th and it runs until September 17th. Now during that time, there's only going to be 3 releases of the pattern, so it will be in 3 different portions, but the reason that she's doing it that way is because you're also going to be reading a book as you're doing it. So there's 2 things that you're going to be doing as a group through it, which seems like lots and lots of fun. I'm really interested in it. Now, there are no video tutorials for this, so if you are dependent on video tutorials for your crochet, then this will not be for you, but it doesn't look like it would be that hard to work through. It's a beautiful pattern, but it doesn't look like it's that complicated. So I would still urge you, this is, it's €4 to purchase the pattern, which equates to roughly around $4.67 USD. So if it looks like something that you might be interested in, go ahead and give it a shot, because you never know if you may be able to work through the pattern. So this next one, I'm really super excited about, guys. Look at how cute these two are. Seriously, meet Penelope and Charlie. These were designed by Vanessa Smith and Monica Moore from Hooked on Sunshine. You guys might remember Vanessa from the Atlanticus cowl that was really, really super popular. She runs a website called Hooked on Sunshine. The hosting group is also the Hooked on Sunshine. These are going to be ran as a crochet along together at the same time. And it doesn't start until October 12th, but there is pre-orders going on right now for the pattern and for the kits. You can go to the website. Again, the information will be in the blog post in the description box below. You can see everything that will come in the kits if you decide to purchase them. There is a special going on right now that you can purchase Penelope and get Charlie at the same time. The details are on the Hooked on Sunshine website, and look at these toes. Just look at those toes. Aren't they adorable? I absolutely love it, and I couldn't do this video without telling you guys about that. And especially since the pre-order sales end at the end of August, I wanted to make sure that you guys knew about it as soon as possible. I know it doesn't start until October, but if I can get you a deal somewhere, I'm going to let you know about the deal. So there's that. Make sure you check it out if you're interested. Okay. So I couldn't do a video like this and not include the huge announcement that came out while I was on vacation. Deidre, who is the designer of Sophie's Universe, super, super popular crochet along, probably, I dare say, the most popular. No, you know what? I know that it's the most popular crochet along, and you know how I know? Because I did a polling on it last December, and thousands of people responded, and Sophie's Universe was 30% of the votes overall. There were 20 different crochet alongs that were in that. You can see that on itscrochetoclock.com. All of that data is still there for you, but Deidre has come out with a new crochet along, and it's called Ubuntu. Ubuntu. I've been practicing saying that word because it's not natural for me, but Ubuntu is South African. Deidre is from South Africa, but she lives in England, and she has named her crochet along after that South African word that encompasses a whole range of things. But my understanding from researching it is basically, give kindness and kindness comes back to you. Be kind to people, and I am all for that. So the details for this is it's a Shapies, and I know that I haven't said that wrong, so please don't murder me in the comments below. I know that I've said that wrong. I'm American, my tongue doesn't roll that way. So it's a Shapies crochet along. It's hosted in the Shapies International Facebook group. It starts on September 12th, but pre-orders for the kits go on sale August 22nd. But I have seen some people saying in Facebook groups that they've already pre-ordered their kits. So you might want to check with your favorite Shapies retailer and see if they are already doing pre-orders for it, because Deidre's so popular, it's going to be crazy. And from August 22nd to September 12th, that's a very, very, very short amount of time. And if you're like me, you have to wait for delivery of your yarn because you don't have, these retailers anywhere close to you. So for me, for instance, if I don't pay for expedited shipping through DHL with Wool Warehouse, it takes me a minimum of 21 days for me to get my yarn from Wool Warehouse at my current location. So just be mindful of that. If you cannot pre-order, if you can't find your favorite Shapies retailer and pre-order from them, I would highly suggest stalking the website on the 22nd, because they are going to go super, super quick. I have zero doubts about how long they are going to last. There are going to be video tutorials done by Esther, of course. So if you are new to crochet and you're dependent on video tutorials, have no fear, because Esther is going to be there for you and help you work right through it. Now for our last project that I am going to talk about, This one took me by surprise, and the reason for that is I don't do mystery alongs. I like to know what I'm purchasing, what I am working for, like how much yarn I need, how much time I'm going to have to devote. I don't like mystery alongs. However, the Karoo Vintage Mystery Along from Jen Tyler came out. It came out a couple of weeks ago. July 17th, I believe, is when it came out, right before my birthday, right before I left on vacation. This pattern is only $2 USD. That's it, $2 USD for the entire project. There is no specific length for it because it's a mystery along. We don't know what's going on with it. There are no kits for it because it's a mystery along. But the good thing about this is it's a great stash buster. So if you have a lot of stash that's just hanging around, you're not sure what to do with, if you have a lot of leftovers, this is the perfect project for you to work on. And believe me, it is absolutely beautiful. I saw everybody posting their pictures of week 1 and I was like, oh, that's pretty. And then week 2 came out and I went, oh, that's pretty too. And then week 3 came out and I went, that's really pretty. And boom, I had to buy it. I had to. Even though I couldn't take it with me on vacation, I still wanted to have it, and it's on my project list to start as soon as I get finished with another one. There are video tutorials for this, but I want to tell you, if you are dependent on video tutorials, then this may not be the project for you. Jen Tyler's designs are extremely intricate. She does a lot of out-of-the-box things with her stitches and her placement, and you may not understand where she wants you to put your hook and all of that. She does have video tutorials, but they are not very beginner friendly in my opinion. I have looked at several of them just to see what was going on. She moves super quick, and she doesn't explain the stitches as you may be used to whenever you're looking at beginner tutorials. So if you still want to venture into it because it is so beautiful, and hey, I understand, I do, I want to remind you that YouTube has a feature where you can slow down how fast the video is going. You can also speed it up, but if you click on the little wheel icon or the gear icon at the beginning or at the bottom of every video, you can change the speed. So that might help you out a little bit more if you're dependent on the videos. But again, this is more of it's an advanced pattern. Jen creates advanced patterns, and that's all that I can say about that. They're beautiful, but they can be very time consuming. They can be frustrating even for the advanced crocheters. But once you get finished with it and you work through it, it's just, you have a work of art in your hand. There's no other way to explain it. So that's it for right now. These are the things that have popped up on my news feed that have caught my eye. I hope that I have been able to introduce you to some new designers. Maybe you can follow the links in the blog post that's in the description box below, and make sure that you subscribe to these designers' websites so you can always keep up with what they have going on, and you'll never miss anything at all, and you'll always know that you're getting the correct information from the designer themselves. So if you haven't subscribed to me, please go ahead and click that subscribe button below. Make sure you click the bell icon next to it once or twice, depending on how many times you've clicked it, because YouTube can't make up its mind if it wants to alert people that we upload videos or not. So make sure you click on that bell and make sure it says all. That way you won't miss an upload from myself. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!